Bung Bung. Welcome to the Poddy is brought to you by Bung Bung Coffee, the best coffee in the world. It is a blend, it's a modern dark roast. It's a blend of coffee beans from 4 of the best coffee countries in the world. We are talking Colombia, Brazil, Peru, and Honduras, all South American gold for your soul. There's nothing that can make you feel, act, improve, communicate better than Bung Bung Coffee. You're going to be on top of your game all day, every day. I know it sounds like I'm taking a little bit of time to think right now, but that's because I'm drinking beer. I'm not drinking Bung Bung Coffee, that God's juice, that nectar that really turns on the cerebellum, the frontal cortex, the prefrontal cortex, the medulla oblongata, and these are words that I wouldn't have been able to access if I didn't have a Bung Bung Coffee this morning. So if you want to really switch on your mind, take control of your life, take control of the inner workings of your brain, that grey matter, get on that Bung Bung Coffee. All you got to do is go to bungbungcoffee.com, enter promo code PODDY, that's PODDY, for 15% off all orders. That's 15% off all orders just for being welcome to the Poddy listener. bungbungcoffee.com, that's BUNG coffee.com. Go there now. To support the show, you can also go to welcometothepoddy.com, buy some merch. It's all the best merch ever. There's some comedy merch on the way. I'm not really sure what to do with it. I haven't got a claymcmath.com yet. Please don't buy that and rob me. But I haven't got that domain yet, so I'm thinking, I don't know. I've got to figure out what I'm going to... At the moment, I'm thinking I'm going to put the comedy merch on the podcast website until I decide what to do about the comedy website, and I've got some new comedy merch. I've got socks, I've got t-shirts. It's unreal shit. Get there. I wasn't supposed to swear this episode. All right. Welcome to the Poddy.com to support the show. Make sure you tell a friend about the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. That is the easiest way to support. It costs you nothing. Not even time. It takes 2 seconds to hit that share button, hit that like button, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. 2 seconds, $0. Please grow this podcast. Let's start the show.
Welcome to the Poddy, best show on the internet. Ask anybody. You know it's easy, money. Sit back, relax, get your headphones, everybody. Welcome to the Poddy. Blackout in the booth, every episode's a party. We go hard like Ricky Bobby. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is Welcome to the Poddy.
Welcome to the Poddy. Bung Bung. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman, because I always deliver, aka the PhD of podcast and the Magnum PI podcast and the Captain, I'd say the Giannis Antetokounmpo of this shit, because I'm loyal and I don't need no help. It's been trade deadline. We're going to get to that momentarily. We've switched up the setup. If you're watching on YouTube, I like it much better now. We need to get some new curtains. Those are disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Boardman's back.
What's up?
Fwah, fwah, fwah.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back. Well, you were on the last episode. The recording failed,
Yeah.
So I had to re-record solo. So it's actually not as long as it seems for me, but for the...
No, it seems like it's been a while for me anyway.
Shit, I don't even really know where to start because it's been so long.
Let's start with you. Where have you been? You've been away recently.
I'll tell you one thing that shocked me.
What's that?
I literally forgot what the intro to the Welcome to the Poddy podcast sounded like.
Yeah, me too. That threw me off.
That threw me the fuck off. I liked it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that I remembered all my monikers so easily. It's like sneezing. It's involuntary. It just comes out.
That's it.
So that was nice. It's good to be back. I love it. I feel like I'm not on camera all the way, but that's all right. I'll just scooch in. Yeah, man. I think I've talked. I don't know if it was an episode you were on or not, because it was in the new year. I said my New Year's resolution was to do 50 push-ups a day.
How's that going?
It's not good. It's not good.
You getting 50 a week in?
I'm getting more than 50 a week.
All right,
I'm getting less than 50 a day.
Yeah, right. What are we talking?
I'm talking when I'm not in Adelaide, I'm getting around 0 a day.
Okay.
I think I was gone for 10 days, and I think one day I did one set of 20. I am roughly 1,500 behind. So now I'm trying to inch my way back by doing like 60 a day for the rest of the year.
Yeah, okay.
With the amount of days left, that should still leave me in front at the end of the year.
Yeah. That's still better than no push-ups. So.
Yeah. So I've done 60 today, and there's still time left. I could bang out 5 more, and that's just, it's inching.
I can't see it happening tonight.
How do you eat an elephant?
Fuck knows.
One bite at a time.
No swearing. So.
No, I already swore. I already swore in the effing fucking ads. I already swore in the ads. Ruined it. I think the algorithm is dodging us.
And this is a YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube algo's dodging us because for a period there, we were getting like, between 400 and 600 views. And it's like, for some reason, we're getting like 30 views on videos now. So
okay.
I think it's my potty mouth. My welcome to the potty mouth. Yeah. But what's been happening? Not much.
Yeah, not much at all, man.
No?
You're the Giannis of podcasts, and I'm Udonis Haslam. Been in the same place doing fuck all for years.
Just taking up roster spots.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, nothing interesting, man. Just work.
Yeah.
Work, a few dinners and whatnot on weekends. But no, it's been good having some quiet weekends.
When you go out for dinner, what's your go-to? If it was up to you, if it's your choice, what kind of food are you after?
I love pizza, but also like never go wrong with a pad thai.
Love a pad thai, love a pizza.
Just a schnitty at the pub.
Yeah.
So
yep.
That's probably my 3 go-tos.
Are you into the Italian style pizza, or do you like a pizza bar pizza?
Either or. Either or. I know some people won't touch pizza bar pizzas.
Dude, one, there's way more flavor on them, and 2, they're way cheaper. They're way cheaper with more on them than the other ones.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. I get both sides of the argument though. Some of these Italian ones with like 3 ingredients, it's so simple, but they just nail it.
Yeah, but like
less is more sometimes.
It is. I agree, dude. I make a mean cheeseburger, homemade cheeseburger. Rachel likes to make veggie burgers, and she puts the whole refrigerator in there. There is whatever's in the fridge, it's going in there. It's like an ice cream sandwich. It's fucking got everything. Me, meat, cheese, pickle, sauce. Game over.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Where's the tomato? Not here. Where's the lettuce? Not here. Where's the beetroot? Not here. Where's the egg? Not here. Fucking eat this. Trust me. It's going to be lit. Sometimes you can substitute the pickle with jalapeno if you want a bit of spice.
Not that adventurous with the spice.
Yeah. But you don't put them both on. You choose one. And that's how, so less, yeah, I get less is more. But also, when I'm doing less is more at home, it costs me less. So when I buy less is more, I actually want it to cost me less.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell me that it takes longer for them to make a pizza that requires less.
I can't justify it.
I shouldn't be paying more for materials or labor. So what am I paying more for? Quality? That's subjective because I don't actually mind having more on my pizza. I like a pizza bar pizza. And if I want less on, I'll just get a margarita.
Hey, I'm not arguing, man. I like both.
Yeah, me too. I do love them both. I don't love the price of both. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Me, dude. After that Oh, trying to remember. I think I might have recapped the gig last time because when we recorded and it didn't work, I gigged that night. But I think I recorded the next day.
Yeah,
so I must have gone over that. But I'll just say one more time. At that time, I thought that might have been one of my best gigs to date. I was feeling myself.
Yeah, crowd getting around it.
Crowd got after it. I had a little crowd work, which I posted on Instagram. I don't usually post anything on Instagram because I'm mad self-conscious. And I don't do a lot of crowd work and I don't want to burn my material. So I just don't post fuck all. There's so many swear words. We're done. And we leave it rough, rugged and raw. We're not going back and bleeping them. F that. So yeah, that was a good gig. Then that week at work, bro, because we had a late night that Friday night. I was still a bit tired at work. Get out of the car, I park around the corner on the street because we got tight spaces at my work. I don't trust nobody in the tight space. I've had my car repaired so many times. So I park on the street, walk, and I see, it's early morning. I usually arrive to work quite early, so I see people out still for their morning runs. And you can tell when you watch someone doing a morning run that was never an athlete and they got into running like later in life.
What, just like arms all over the place?
Looking wild, bro. I saw this woman running and she looked like she was
doggy paddling.
Yeah, joggy paddling, bro.
Shit. That's a new one.
Yeah, dude. It was nuts. I was like, how thick is the air down here? If we gotta stroke through it. It was looking nuts and it got me thinking like I know exercise is important for heart health, mental health, overall well-being. But if you're like super unco, you've never done sports, wouldn't you maybe choose a bike over a run?
Yeah.
Or is a bike harder?
Is there probably more chance getting hit by a car? That'd keep a few people if you can't run properly, what makes you think you can ride a bike properly?
That's true. You don't need to use your arms on a bike.
You ride no hands.
Well, you don't need to have like a coordinated left arm, right foot, right arm, left foot type of shit.
Yeah. I actually get really conscious about this and I didn't realize it till recently, but I took the dog down to the oval and let him off the lead and we were just running around and I was like, do I look fucking nuts? Like, do my arms just look really unco? I've never thought about that before. I think I was overthinking it.
Yeah. And once you overthink it, you probably overdo it.
Yeah. And then in my mind, I was just running like the way you described it before, joggy paddling. I just looked crazy in my head.
Yeah.
So I just stopped and started walking again.
Yeah. And then once you start thinking about it and you start trying mad hard, you start looking like Tom Cruise.
Which movie? Or just in general?
Dude, name a movie. I guarantee he was running in it. He's got miles on those legs, bro. He be running.
Just trying to remember the last movie I saw him in. Probably The Last Samurai.
That long ago?
I watched it kind of recently.
Oh, right. Yeah. Did you see Top Gun Maverick?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
We're going to do it. I don't know if we're doing Clay's reviews today or not, but we're going to talk about Top Gun Maverick, bro.
Okay.
God.
Well, I need to see it.
Now, dude, let's pause the podcast, watch it, come back. No, it's flames, bro. I loved it. Is that up on DSPs yet or not? Yeah, what did I watch it on? Binge, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also on Qantas. If you got a long flight, it's on Qantas. Yeah. Speaking of, so I did that gig. The next weekend I was in Melbourne for a very close friend's wedding, which I emceed. Kind of bombed. Bro.
Fill me in.
So I did what they asked. They specifically asked me to roast everybody. Not like everybody, but like the bridal party, the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. And, I roasted and did the... Maybe I didn't, I've never MC'd and I've never actually been in like a roast battle or a roast in general.
And some of these people you didn't know, or you didn't know well.
85% of them I've never met before.
Okay.
I didn't go too hard, you know. I didn't do too much personal stuff. Some of it went fine, and on the very last joke, knowing the couple well, I thought I could get away with saying the C word. Crickets. It was brutal, man. It was brutal. I was out there. I was all alone in a field.
How do you recover from that?
I laughed. I laughed and said, okay, let's all have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of shit.
That's
And
probably what we can do.
I sat down in the corner sulking for about an hour before I had any fun.
What was the context?
It was a COVID joke because one of the groomsmen moved to Queensland during COVID. And I said, were you running from the virus or the vaccine? And then I just, mate, I did this joke. I'm not going to repeat it because I'm not going to deliver it properly and it's going to bomb on the show.
Did you call him one or just?
No. I said something about me standing up here acting like a cunt.
Right.
And it got nothing. And the thing is that I've been to weddings where, like, you know, best man speeches, best man can get a bit loose with the speeches. Tell a story about, embarrassing story, and then like mate, this cunt was crackers. You know, like I've seen that. So I just figured like, maybe I can get away with it. Think MCing, you got to be PG. Maybe there was no children either. By the way, I did scope the room before I decided to do this joke. Just didn't go well. That didn't go. I think the rest went decent, semi-decent. I was a bit, I felt like I let him down a bit, but like you also don't want to make it about yourself and then like go and like apologize to him. So I just didn't say anything because I didn't want to like make it about me.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's their wedding. So if they are listening and if they are mad at me or whatever, like I was disappointed with what I did and I'm sorry, but I hope you liked it. I tried to do my best for you guys, but I think, apart from saying cunt, the rest of it was pretty good.
So you had like more responsibilities after this?
No, pretty much. Afterwards, I had to, we had a break for like an hour and then I had to introduce all of the speakers, which is like 4.
Yeah, okay.
So I just go up, first speaker, go back up, round of applause for so-and-so. All right, now round of applause for whoever's coming up. Yeah. And then it was first dance. We boogied for about 5 hours. About 5 hours and 50 drinks.
Sounds fun. Yeah, I saw some pics that a few of the boys posted from that night. Looked like a good night.
It was really fun. Really fun. Really good squad was there. Yeah.
Would you MC again?
Friends only, I think. Getting paid for it, I just it's not the funnest gig in the world.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But doing it for friends is like, it's cool because you're a part of their day, and like with the friend that it was, I didn't know a lot of people, so maybe with another friend where I know much more people and they know me, they would understand me a bit better and I'd probably do better. In saying that, I think I did do pretty well apart from the cunt joke, which happened to be right at the end. So I left on nothing, which really hurts. That crushes the soul. And if I was at a comedy gig, I would have told another joke.
Yeah.
But at a wedding,
not the setting.
It's like, okay, well, I'm going to do 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was so much fun. So much fun. The way they set the night up was really, really cool. Like so low key. The ceremony was quite quick, and casual, not religious or anything like that. I've seen celebrants really make weddings about themselves before.
Yeah, I've been at a few of those too.
Yeah, and this celebrant, managed to stay out of it. She read her stuff and she had all the jokes and all that she had got from meeting with the bride and groom, and that was great. She did a great job. Everyone that spoke did a wonderful job, other than myself. And I was on like gin and soda all night. Got home 2 a.m. and no hangover.
Yeah. Yep, that's the go-to drink. Do you find that you don't get as drunk though?
I did not feel that drunk.
Yeah. I was talking about this with Hannah last night, how you just don't really get drunk off gin and sodas.
What's that about?
I don't know what it is.
Because I do like to get drunk.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just, unless you're like trying to get drunk on them and smashing them down, I don't think you can just sit on them and.
Should have started ordering
level.
doubles.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, but that was
that's not a bad thing though. It's great waking up without a hangover.
Yeah, and no blackouts.
Yeah,
as well. Completely. Yeah,
past that stage in life. So
yeah. Oh, sometimes. Yeah, so that was a great weekend. 4 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Melbourne. Left Monday to go to Perth, Fremantle, for Fringe World Perth. Now Fremantle, it's hard to explain because not everyone that listens to the show is from Adelaide. For the Adelaide listeners, it's very much like Port Adelaide.
Okay, as in like just the feel down, the vibe, or the distance from Perth itself?
Maybe further.
Okay. Oh, I've never been there either.
It's about 25 minutes from Perth City.
All right, that's decent drive.
Yeah, and architecturally it's very similar, like those old, like really nice sort of
historic sort of port city.
Yeah. And socioeconomically quite similar, the lower end.
Okay.
But worse off than Port Adelaide in terms of like there is homeless on every street, like just sitting down and yelling at you. Not pleasant.
Okay.
Various parts of Fremantle as well. Like once we knew, like the first day, I think, or second day, we bumped into the wrong sort of side of town and it got a bit ugly. But once you sort of understand, it's not too bad. But like, there's lots of homeless like yelling at you for cash and starting conversations with you and speaking, I don't know what language.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and they don't seem like refugees.
Oh, fucking hate that.
Yeah. There was times like there was one guy just like yelling at us. And Rachel's like, we'll go into this cafe up here. I was like, yeah, that's fine. We'll go in. We went into the cafe. We didn't buy anything. Like it was just like refuge. And then the guy like kept walking. We came back out and Rachel's like, oh, what if he like attacked us? And I was like, I would have dropped the cunt.
You just don't want it to come to that when you got a little one with you. That's
it. But I'm just like, I'm not I'll give him a warning, like similar to Charlie Murphy. You motherfuckers take one more step, I'm kicking this nigga out the motherfucking window.
Yeah.
I would have been like you get to a certain distance from my kid and I'm just gonna have to fuck you up.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So we got it. We escaped that situation. Didn't go back to that side of the city again, but it is nice. It's like a nice place. It is. It's, you know how they're like gentrifying Port Adelaide?
Yeah.
It's like a couple of steps further in the gentrification process, I think. But they just must have like a higher population, so the homeless is
like more visible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a couple gigs leading up to my shows. Murdered both of them. I'm feeling myself.
These were like organised gigs or
Yeah.
stand up?
Organised.
Open mic.
not open mic, but just like I was booked on them like months out. Murdered them. So I've had this show in the Barossa where I killed. Wedding, trash, but wedding's not stand up. You're different. And then these 2 gigs, confidence is back up. I'm feeling it. I've got my gig the next day. As soon as I kind of realize you're doing an hour tomorrow, I start to panic a bit. Go over my show. I'm like, yeah, I got it. All right, blah, blah, blah. I get to my gig, bro, and I'm looking at the sales breakdown. I've only sold 13 tickets. My venue's a 100-seat venue.
Yeah, okay.
Ended up getting to 16 sales. I only counted 15 people walk in, but I was like, someone might have come late. I've got the spotlight in my face. I can't see for the rest of the show once I'm up there. But, dude, the people that are walking in are all like retirees. 65-year-old women.
Yeah, okay. Not your demographic.
Not my demo, bro. And, dude, I'm peeking out when my playlist plays. My playlist is, I think it goes Rich Flex, One Mic, Ain't It Funny. And in Rich Flex, well, in all those songs, it says the N-word many times. But in Rich Flex, it says it enough and is probably the clearest. And I'm looking out and and people are already shaking their heads. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to eat it tonight, right?
Rough.
And like, I didn't phone it in. Like, I still gave it I gave it everything I had. Like, I didn't just go up there and be like, fuck, these cunts are going to hate me. I'm just going to half-ass.
Yeah.
I went out there and fucking fed these cunts and got nothing for 1 hour. Got nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
Old friend from high school was there.
Yep.
Brad Keller.
Yep.
That eased the blow a little bit because I wasn't in myself after the show. Like, he came, he helped me like pack up, took me out for a drink. We were chatting. So I was able to like not
just stewing it
straight
away. Yeah.
For probably like 2 hours. And then he took me home. And as soon as I opened the door of the Airbnb, I just started dripping sweat, bro. Just panicking. Oh, can we pause here? Not pause the show, but like pause this story. Rewind to Melbourne.
Yep.
The day of the wedding, which was a Saturday. I wake up early, take Kenny for a walk, blah, blah, blah. Kenny goes back to sleep in bed with Rach. I go outside with my laptop and I start going over my show. And I'm just reading my notes and sort of saying my jokes. I wasn't really performing it into the microphone. But when I got through my notes, I was at 36 minutes.
Okay.
And I was like, well, in 1 week, I have to perform 1 hour. Why did that only take me 36 minutes? But it was obviously because I was like reading and not
waiting for a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, and I said that to myself, but I guess it planted a seed in me. And probably 3 hours later, I had a fucking full-blown panic attack, bro. Day of the wedding that I've got to like be on mic that day. Rach had a friend actually come over. We were staying with Rachel's auntie and uncle. And one of her friends come over. We like sort of say hi, have a cup of tea, blah, blah, blah. They go outside and Rach is like showing her the garden. And she's like, oh, Clay, come outside. I'm like, yeah. I'm sitting down like at a table about this size. And I get up. Dude, it felt like I was having a heart attack. Like my chest tightened up. My vision went blurry. And I like put my hands behind my head to try and like open my chest up. And I just started fucking bawling, crying, bro.
Yeah, fuck.
And Rach like came, I was like, I need a water, like go get me a water. I went to bed, laid down in bed and like started fucking like howling into my pillow. Meltdown, bro.
Yeah, right. Is this like first?
No, probably like probably one a year for the last, how old am I? 32. Probably last 8 years or something.
Okay.
Just I don't have them all the time. I get anxious often, but not to the point of having a panic attack.
That sounds full on, but like since it's happened before, you've got an idea of how to just steady the water.
Yeah. So I was just like, get me a water, talk to me. Like, let's just like, don't talk about this. Just talk. Let's just talk. It was probably the shortest one. Like, she really helped me. She was like making jokes and shit, and like once I started laughing, I sort of came out of it. So it was probably the shortest one I've had. I had one last year, about the same time of year, as right before Adelaide Fringe.
Fringe, yeah.
And I was at home, like Rach was working. I was at home by myself, and it lasted pretty much a full day. Fucking nightmare shit, bro. And there's this comedian, Joe List, who's got it on one of his old albums. He's got this joke about having an anxiety disorder. And he says, my friend just doesn't get it. He goes, you get panic attacks? What is that? You just feel like you're going to die? He's like, yeah, I just feel like I'm going to die.
Good.
All right, we just lost a little bit of the recording, but yeah, panic attack that day. We went out for like a pre-wedding drink with some mates, and I'd necked a beer. I still was feeling pretty fucked up. I went to the bathroom, like splashing water on my face and shit. And I was like, I can't be in here right now. I'll see you guys at the wedding. And I left, and I went to the venue to just like familiarize myself with the space and stuff. And I still was feeling a bit fucked up. Had a couple more beers, like probably had a bit of adrenaline going, so I didn't even feel tipsy or anything. And then I didn't want to have any more beers because I didn't want to get drunk. But made it through the night. Fast forward back. Brad drops me off at the Airbnb. Just fucking, I just start sweating, bro. Like, fuck, what just happened? I just ate dicks. And I'm like, I sit down, I'm like, how did all of these old cunts find me? And why wasn't it just 5 and the rest were young, you know? How did this happen? And I'm just like, what, you know? And I was aware enough to be like, you know, it's a bad roll of the dice with the demo that showed up. I'm telling myself this in the Airbnb, in bed. Rach and Kenny are fast asleep at this day. I didn't get home till like midnight or whatever. And I'm struggling to sleep, all that. Next day, I get up early because Rach has had a tough night with Kenny, so I take him for a walk and stuff, get back. I'm like, you need to look after Kenny. And I was like in bed for the rest of the day, like just depressed, literally like lost all belief in myself and my material. I was like, I'm shit. That's why they didn't laugh. Like, I was like, I have done this material over and over and over for a year and been fine. And I'd had one shit night and I was just like, you suck. Your parents hate you. You're not funny. Your dick looks funny. Your dick's funnier than your jokes are. And yeah, I don't know. I had a chat to a friend of the show, Steve. He sort of amped me up a bit, helped me out with some marketing, and we got up to 30 tickets sold for the Saturday night, which still kind of sucks in a 100-seat venue. But younger audience.
Yep.
Here's the fucking weird thing, though. We got 8,000 clicks in 2 days on this ad. 70% of the clicks were male. And I reckon 70% of my audience on the Saturday were female.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how it's working, or if girls are borrowing their boyfriends' phones and shit and doing the clicking. I don't know. But all chicks rocked up. And I'm thinking, again, I'm just like, oh my God, these bitches are gonna hate me.
Once again, not quite your target demo.
Yeah. I wouldn't say
Closer.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I am misogynistic
Nah.
in my jokes. I got one joke which is like borderline, but it is, if you've got a sense of humor, I mean, it's a joke. I wrote the joke because I think it's funny. So,
Comedy.
it's borderline. I wouldn't call it misogynistic. It says the word pussy in it, and it talking about a vagina.
That's right.
Pussy, it's one of those like things where like if I said vagina, it definitely wouldn't be funny. Like have to go with pussy. So anyway, I'm watching these people come in. I'm like, fucking hell, what has happened here? Something takes over my body, snaps me out of the depression. Probably just the adrenaline. I get on stage. The fucking light shines in my face and I turn it on and I fucking bury these cunts.
He's back.
The emotional roller coaster I went on in Perth, bro. This was quite honestly maybe the best show I've ever done in a less than half filled room. 30 out of 100 people were there.
Yeah.
Best show I've ever done, I think.
Fuck yeah, that's quite the turnaround in 24 hours.
Yeah. Could be recency bias. Maybe I don't remember the very best show I've had. But that, yeah. No, I don't just come out of every gig I do fucking patting myself on the back. Like, so I'm pretty honest with it. And I'll say that as well about my bad shows, like, because
yeah, you're pretty harsh on yourself.
people will often be like, oh, no, you're just your own worst critic. I'm sure it wasn't that bad. And it's like, yeah, well, I can pat myself on the back when I think I deserve it, And yeah, I fucking bodied that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's sick. No, happy for you, man.
So that was good. It was good to like not be on the plane on the flight home, like wanting to jump out the emergency exit.
It's probably best that it went in that order. If
Yeah.
you're gonna have a shit night, it's best to just get it out of the way and leave on a high note.
Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, that's that really. I don't know. Hold on. What did I have anything else in here? No, that yeah.
So apart from all the homeless people in Fremantle and the shows, do you guys get up to anything else in Perth or not?
Nah, we just jumped on Broadsheet and like went to like the best restaurants and shit.
Okay.
Really, we love our food, so that's pretty much what we did. And it's just, restaurants is an easy place to go with kids as well.
Yeah, sure.
It's hard with I didn't know that you're in Australia. You're actually allowed to get in a taxi with a kid and have your kid sit on your lap.
Yeah, right.
Not an Uber though. You're not allowed to do it with Uber.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What's the difference whether you're driving your own car and just having a kid sit on your lap?
Taxis must have a different type of insurance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I guess because Ubers are just people.
Yeah, but taxi drivers are just people.
But it's a taxi, like taxis are businesses with public liability insurance.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you need public liability insurance as an Uber driver. You probably only need your car insurance.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought the whole seatbelt thing was more to do with just the safety of the child more than insurances. But
yeah.
Anyway, that's another story.
Well, I guess it would really, like, for low income household, like it's. I don't think we're a low income household. I think we're a pretty decent income household. It is hard to get by with a kid. So with a low income household, like if you can't afford a car, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah, true.
So there has to be something, there has to be some type of rule bend somewhere where you can go somewhere with your kid.
Yeah.
Other than catching a bus.
Bus or a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like if you got to get groceries, like it's pretty hard to walk to a bus stop, go wherever you got to go, and then walk 5 blocks to the nearest fucking grocery store, walk back, bring all that shit onto the bus and all that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they should probably open that up to Ubers in this day and age. But again, then Uber probably would have to require public liability insurances from every driver they've got. If that's essentially self-employment, well, you got to take out like, I don't know, a several $1 million insurance policy to drive people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like a taxi company can easily afford that.
Yeah. I get what you're saying with that. It's just, I always just thought seatbelts and child seats were just the safety thing more than
Me too. And like
more than insurance.
the only reason like this trip cost me a fucking arm and a leg. And I'm just like, fuck, is there a train from the airport to Freo? Yes, there is. Then what from the train station? Can we walk to our Airbnb? Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to figure it all out. And it was looking really difficult. I'm like, fuck, we're going to have to get, there's this company called Family Cab or Family Taxi or something like that. And they've got baby seats. We used them in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Costs a shit ton. Like a $20 taxi ride costs $8. It's like 4 times as much just because they got a baby seat. Yeah, and you've got to book. You can't just like call them up. You got to book in advance as well. So like we couldn't just be like, we want to go to the beach today. Let's call Family Cab. Like that's not how it works. Because they're a business, but they're not like, they don't have like a depot. It's essentially Uber. So you book it with Family Cab, and then they've got drivers who are just like people like me with a baby seat that have signed up to this thing. And they're like, can you go to this place at 3 p.m. tomorrow? And they're like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, okay.
So they're not just like patrolling the streets and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
So I was just like, fuck, we're going to be stuck. And then like looked into it a bit more and then found out, yeah, taxis, you can just sit in the back, have your kid on your lap.
Yeah, that's news to me.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose as long as you're not a junkie, like your parental instincts are going to kick in if something happens and you're going to squeeze your baby and not let him go. Like you're going to hurt yourself before your baby. But I'm sure there are a lot of junkies and shit out there that would loosen up their grip real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. Wild scenes. But yeah, no, we didn't do a lot, man. We went to a lot of restaurants, learned how to catch the bus. So Kenny got in his first bus. He's been on a bus, train, planes, cars. Motherfucker's done it all. He's seen 4 Australian states.
Shit, I'm just trying to, I think I've only seen 4. Fuck, he's nearly beat me.
I think I've seen...
Yeah, only 4 for me.
I think I might have seen them all, including territories.
Oh,
I lived in Canberra for a year.
How about NT? What were you doing up there?
When I played for Townsville, we played against Adelaide in the NT.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
Shit, done it all?
yeah, didn't even realize that. I don't think I actually ever counted WA because I think I went there when it was like 8 or 10 or something, and I don't really remember it.
Yep.
But yeah, certainly have been to all of them as an adult now.
Yeah, no, it's something I don't have a bucket list, but if I did have one, that'd be up there.
I want to do like a proper holiday to Tassie because I've only ever played ball there. It'd be fun. I think it'd be a nice place to just like.
Heard it's a nice place for a holiday. It's quiet,
chill,
sort of getaway.
Yeah. Now, I think we got to do probably sport. It's been lit.
Yeah, where do we start?
I think we just got to start with the obvious, and that's LeBron James. He beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for most points scored in a regular season. Yeah. Not in a regular season. Regular season points scored over a career. Yeah. Career, regular season points. That's what he did.
He did it.
I
remember talking about this probably like 10 or so years ago with some mates.
Yeah.
And just talking about how untouchable Kareem's record was, and yeah, LeBron might get close, but he won't get there. But he has just proved me wrong.
Yeah,
Proved
dude.
a lot of people wrong, I'm sure.
It got to a point like a few years ago where I was like, oh, fuck, he's going to do it. But you still kind of think like with his age, you're just like, will he though?
And the fact that he hadn't really had any serious injuries yet. In
Yeah.
my mind, it was always just a matter of time. But, I mean, he got a few little niggling ones, but pushed through, and here he is.
Yeah.
At the top.
This one I don't think gets beaten.
Oh, he's, like, knock on wood, no injuries, like, no serious ones. He's going to push this out to 40 plus.
Yeah.
Easy.
For 20, I don't know how long he's going to keep playing, but 20 plus years doing this shit is one thing. Doing it the level he's been doing it is another.
Crazy, man.
You know, people talked about Devin Booker. He was the youngest person to however many points. You know, good for him. He's not going to do this.
Nah, not a chance.
You know, I don't think even with rule changes and shit, I don't think anybody scores 100 ever again either. I think Wilt keeps that. You know, we saw Kobe score 81. He was cooking. He was hogging the ball. He was not giving that bitch to anybody for a whole game. You know, they took him out in the fourth or whatever. He probably could have, you know, if he stayed hot, maybe he could have done it. You have got to be cooking, bro, to do that. Like, I don't think it can happen. Wilt did it without the three.
Yeah. That record there, I can't see that one toppling.
No. And this LeBron one.
Still, like, Kobe being 19 points off it, like, yeah, you got close, but you're still so far off.
19 points is a pretty good game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
19 points, if you only are shooting threes, is 7 more buckets. 7.
7 more threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. Wilt's 100 and now LeBron. I just can't see those two being toppled. But people would have said that about Kareem as well.
Yeah, they would have. Kareem didn't play 20 years, did he?
I think he did.
He did. He wasn't shooting threes.
No, I heard something say he had 1 3 for his whole career.
Yeah.
In the first 10 years of his career, there wasn't a 3-point line.
And, you know, you look at someone who is a bucket getter like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
No, I'm not touching it. Even today, like I think of Paul George as a scorer. It has been most of his career. And a stat popped up today that he'd just reached 16,000 career points.
Yeah.
I know he's been out with injuries heaps, but yeah, someone like that for the best part of the past 10 years, you think of as a bona fide scorer, and he's still 20-something thousand points behind LeBron.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And he's not getting towards the end of his career, but he's up in his 30s now.
Yeah, yeah. It's astounding. James Harden.
Yeah.
Bucket getter, bro. Played at Houston essentially by himself for fucking 5 years. And he's just not gonna do, like, no one. It's crazy. I just don't understand how. He's averaged 30 for his career for 20 years. That's how.
I'm curious as to where James Harden is at. He's at 27 at the moment.
And I was talking about, I was thinking like, oh yeah, of course he got there. He's in playoffs, he's in playoffs every year, blah, blah. But this is regular season scoring. This is crazy.
James Harden's got 24,000 points right now. He's pulled George's career away from getting to where LeBron's going to be.
Yeah,
it's obviously I don't think anyone in the league right now is going to reach that. I just wonder if the person that's going to beat it is alive yet.
I don't think that they can change the rules that much more to
add in a 4-point line or something.
Yeah, and at that point, I think you start losing fans. Yeah.
Maybe. People love long, deep shots now.
Casuals.
Yeah, there's so many out there.
Yeah.
So many Instagram casuals that don't watch games but just catch up on these highlights.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing. It's great to be able to actually witness history at an age that you can appreciate it. I remember watching Bulls games with my dad when I was a kid. I'm a Bulls fan because of that. But I don't really remember. I feel like I remember Jordan, but it's because I've watched so many highlights since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really I've watched LeBron from his rookie year. We were in high school when he went to the league.
Shit, yeah, you would have been like, what, year 8? I think I was like late primary school at that
Yeah.
time. And I probably didn't start watching games properly until like maybe like 2008,
Yeah.
I reckon, is when I started watching live games.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when you're in school and that's when the games are on.
Yeah, but I mean, like growing
Yeah.
up, we didn't have Fox or anything. So
No.
it's when they started playing like a game or two on free to air, I can't remember what that channel was. It was like
Yeah.
one of those Channel 10 channels.
Yeah.
That's when I started watching live NBA and like, actually getting into it, not just looking at box scores.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty I talk a lot of shit about LeBron, but being able to witness that was a lot of fun. You know, we saw Steph Curry break that record, but it was almost easy for him. Like LeBron had to play 20 years to do this.
Yeah.
at like such an extreme level to do this. Steph changed the game and all that, but he did this shit so quickly. He's not close to retirement. He didn't do it recently. He did a couple years ago.
Yeah, like last year maybe, like
Yeah.
early last year. Yeah.
Like this shit it's almost like, I mean, LeBron doesn't need to retire. He's still putting up MVP numbers, which is crazy. But like, it's almost like a kind of a swan song thing, you know? He's 20 years in, you know, he's playing on a fucking bullshit team. It might be time to say goodbye pretty soon, unless, you know, he plays for another team, which brings me to my next point. It's been trade deadline this week.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate ring culture, bro. I don't know who started it. I don't know if it was the media that started it. I don't know if it was Shaq talking shit to Barkley on TNT. But I hate ring culture. I don't like, you know, I don't know who started it. I know, you know, Gary Payton and Karl Malone going to the Lakers, I thought was some fucking gay shit. The whole Celtics big three, I thought was gay. Bosh, Wade, Bron in Miami. Like, what are we doing?
Fucking hated that.
KD to the Warrior. Like, it's pussy shit. I like a Dame Lillard. I like a Giannis. I like a Bradley Beal who sticks in there and is like, I want to get it done here. Out of those three, only one of them has managed to. But I respect it. I respect the grind. Like, you know, Dame said, we don't run from the grind. And I like that. I'd prefer to play for one team if I'm enjoying myself, if I'm happy in my city. You know, if I'm, you know, maybe if I was in Portland, maybe I wouldn't be. But
It's a loyal dude.
yeah, but like, I would much prefer to stick with a team and grind it out and, you know, get my jersey retired and be a career man than play for 5, 6, 7, 8 different teams. You're talking about the best player of all time has signed 3 different free agent contracts with different teams.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
know what
that.
you're saying.
I don't like that. I don't like this KD shit, changing
But
teams.
then, like, you look back historically, though, and, like, is these free agent signings, is that much different to a player, like, just canning it on their team and demanding a trade? Like, at least that team's going to get something in return. If you just leave in free agency, you're just fucking your team over even more. They're getting nothing back for you. Like, when Kareem, like, demanded his trade away from the Bucks or whatever, however that went down, I'm sure they didn't just trade him on their own will. He would have said, I don't want to play here anymore.
Yeah.
Trade
Yeah.
me now or I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit torn on that one. I feel like it's almost better if a player What am I saying here? What am I saying?
If they demand a trade, it's
If
better because you're getting your team something in return.
If you know you're going to leave in free agency, just let your team know. Let them recoup some assets.
Yeah. But that is the lesser of two evils.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump here. Like, they're both cunts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like free agency signing away from your team. I don't like trading out. If you're truly great, you shouldn't have to play for 4 different teams.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I was a KD guy. I thought KD was the fucking guy. OKC killed it. Did that fairy floss shit to Golden State. Left Golden State, went to Brooklyn, wanted to prove himself there. Couldn't.
Fucking shit show that was.
Couldn't prove himself there. Got this big 3 together. 8 dicks.
Yeah.
And now...
That's crazy that big 3 only ever got 1 playoff win.
Yeah. And now he's out again to Phoenix, another powerhouse team. Like...
Yeah.
People can shit on Paul George all they want about running from the grind, but KD, bro, he's scared.
Mm.
He's fucking scared, bro. He doesn't want to work for it. And the problem is he's got all the talent to, like, put a team on his back.
Yeah. As a fan, I'd love if, like, the top 30 players in the league all just had their own team.
Me too, 100%.
That'd be the best product because then you wouldn't have bullshit games like we're on today. I think it was Spurs and Detroit.
Yeah.
Just a waste of everyone's fucking time.
Yep. Bojan.
Yeah, he fucked me over in my multi.
Bro, every day he fucks me on a multi, and I keep putting him in there like a retard. And then
The
I
day
won't.
You don't,
He's going to eat.
6
I bet.
threes or
Yep.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, happened to me today.
I watched this documentary the other day. I don't want to do close reviews about it. I'll just touch on it quickly. It's on Netflix. It's new. Bill Russell, legend. 11 rings with the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
3 while he was a player coach. That is insane. And as much as people want to say, like, oh, he was playing against plumbers and, you know, bartenders or whatever, like, he didn't choose who he played against. And 11 championships is 11 championships. He was still playing against Wilt Chamberlain. Right?
Yeah. So are we counting rings now? Like, as in, like, GOAT debate? Are we putting him up there or not? Or are we just saying he was really successful as a player? And player coach.
I personally can't put him in the GOAT debate because I've never watched, like, him play a game. Never, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to go back and watch him play 200 games.
Yeah.
I've watched Jordan, I've watched Kobe, I've watched Bron. I've watched Shaq. So Bill Russell, this documentary really, I already respected him, but, like, getting a little bit more history on everything, like, really sunk in with me, and I was like, this is my fucking guy. I was like ready to get a Bill Russell tattoo for a minute.
Yeah, right.
He's a fucking man.
Might need to suss it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to put, like, I can't even do really Magic and Bird, you know? Like, I didn't see them.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. It's just, you can't really assess players from a different era.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
It's so much easier with music, you know, because, like, you can listen to anybody's discography in, like, a day.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Basketball,
if you go looking for that, you just find highlights and no one ever misses.
Yeah. It's really hard. Like, you get it when people say Magic, like, you can see it in the highlights, and, like, you know, winning a championship, playing center in your rookie year. It's crazy what he did. But I didn't see any of that shit. Yeah. Even like Kareem is, like, pretty much an undisputed GOAT, but, like, how am I supposed to put him in there when I have never seen a skyhook?
Yeah, exactly. Same boat with all of this.
Yeah. But yeah, it felt like in that era, nobody ran from the grind. it felt like everybody played for like who they got drafted to, and just was like, this is what we're going to do. You know, this is where my family lives now. This is where we're going to live, and this is who I'm going to play for until I retire. Which, I don't know, I like it.
So I feel like Wilt had the mentality of today's sort of players.
Yeah, he
jumped
did.
Around he kind of like,
He only played for 2 teams.
I think it was 3.
No, so when he played for Philly,
Or did they move?
yeah, Philly was the Warriors, moved to San Francisco,
Okay.
and then he traded to LA.
Oh, so okay.
So
2.
yeah, 2.5.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So, but he had the mentality of like, I'm trying to get paid, right?
Yeah.
So he got $100,000 contract, which was the biggest at the time, equivalent to like $1 million today. Bill Russell went into the office and said, I know exactly how much I want to get paid. They're like, how much? And he was like, $100,001.
So petty.
Yeah.
So fucking petty.
Yeah. It's a great documentary. It made me cry. He's a huge activist for, black people, like that was his calling really, and he got to a point where he was still, he won a championship his last year, but he felt that he wasn't taking it serious anymore because there was just other shit.
It's just a game to him.
Yeah.
At that point, it's more important things in life.
And then he said something like that. He said like, it is just a game. It is just a game or something, but like the game is what you do. But when you start mocking the silly parts of the game, that's when you know it's like you're not, your heart's not in it or whatever. Because he said that in a timeout, I think it was a game they lost. It was a game they lost in the final series. He said something like they were down by 1 point maybe. He was like, let's go. We got to go out there and kill them. And he started laughing. And he's like, and the guys are like looking at him, why is he laughing? And he's like, we are out here almost naked playing a game. And I'm talking about killing people. And he said no one even responded to him. And then someone went out there and scored and they lost. And he was like, I'm going to retire after this season. He didn't tell anyone that, but he told himself that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because he was just like, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, watch it.
Oh, I'm sure once you got 11 rings, when you got too many rings for your fingers,
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a bit easier to make that
Yeah,
decision.
pretty easy to make that call. But yeah. Well, I'm going to repeat all of this when I do Claire's reviews on the next episode. But so yeah, LeBron made history. Unbelievable. Trades. I do not know where to start.
Oh, neither, man.
Hachimura,
Yeah, that was pretty early on.
he's at the Lakers now. Kendrick Nunn is at Washington.
Yep.
Who else went? Someone else went in that. Or was it picks? Second rounders.
Fuck. I think someone else went and maybe picks. I don't know.
If we stay on the Lakers, you guys also got D'Angelo Russell back.
Yes, deloading back.
No Westbrook. He's gone to the Jazz. Thomas Bryant
He's gone to the Nuggets.
to the Nugs.
Yeah, I didn't like that one because he's been playing pretty well for us.
Yeah,
when AD's been out.
Yeah, I was very impressed with his game because he was at Washington. I don't know when the last time was that I saw a Washington game, but I didn't know that he could ball the way he was balling with LA these last couple months or weeks.
Yeah.
And then AD came back, his minutes dropped straight away, and he was like, trade me. I respect that.
Yeah.
For a role player that's not your fucking LeBrons, KDs, Kyries, James Hardens. I respect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any other additions? You lost Pat Bev. You got to be happy with that.
Did you see straight after the Lakers got D'Angelo Russell. He tweeted something about like reuniting with his brother or some shit.
Yeah.
And traded like fucking 4 hours later, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Initially, I didn't like it when Pat Bev came to LA. I've never really liked him as a player.
Yeah.
But I think he's one of those guys you like him if he's on your team.
Yeah.
He wasn't like I don't think he was the best basketball fit, but he brought it every night, like intensity wise.
He's just such an offensive liability.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then you'd be talking shit about him, then he'll go hit a three or something. He's one of those players, but not reliable
No.
to hit a big shot with the game on the line. So,
No.
yeah, it wasn't the best basketball fit. Not overly sad to see him go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about this Mo Bamba edition.
That's right. There is another one. Because there was another big. You guys got
Jared Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. That's a good.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
a good one.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Mo Bamba. I'm not sure about Mo Bamba in general in the league.
I think when he's had minutes, and I don't watch Magic games, but
Yeah.
he can do some shit in a box score.
Right.
He'll get you some blocks, pull down some boards. But I just don't think he's going to have a huge role with the Lakers anyway. I think
Yeah.
the Magic they got so many big men.
Yeah.
So,
Well, now the Lakers do.
we got AD,
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Bamba.
I think Vanderbilt could probably switch between like the 3 and the 4,
Mm.
all right, especially on defense.
Yep.
Yeah, AD, Bamba, Vanderbilt. I should know more.
Between AD and Bamba, though, you're going to probably need another big.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Dude, AD, just every time he hits the floor, which is so many times a game, you just thinking the season's over.
Yeah, man. He's
Because if he goes down, that's like a season over. Him or LeBron.
it's really hard to I do hate hating on players, man. But he's really hard to root for. He is. I don't know, like when someone gets injured or like and not even properly injured, a lot of niggly injuries, you almost feel like, is he injured? You know, or is he just not, is he just soft? Does he just not feel like playing? Because when he fucking is ready, like when he's switched on, he's the best player in the league.
Yeah,
or
like,
near
yeah,
enough.
Earlier this season, he was looking like an MVP front runner for
Yeah.
at least a week there.
Yeah. But then he's out for 3 weeks
Yeah.
with a sore thumb or something. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's really frustrating, and I don't know. I think the I know better than the coaches thing is frustrating, and I was a bit like this as a player as well. I didn't want to play the 5. I wasn't 7 feet tall though. I'm 6'7", and like I couldn't move guys in the post. Like I went to the gym every day, and I just never got to this point where I could fucking body these footers that I was up against. And they're like, yeah, get in the post, practice your post moves. And it's like, my advantage is my speed on these guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play outside and go by them, right? So that was my argument. Maybe you just don't argue with your coaches. Your coach is your fucking coach. And that's how I feel with AD. Is like, he's like, I don't want to be a center. I'm not a center. It's like, nigga, you are 7 feet tall. Who the fuck else is the center?
Question with AD, is he actually that tall, or do they just list him as being taller?
If he's not 7 foot, he's 6'11".
Yeah, okay. So I feel like I've seen like just footage of him and Bron just talking. He doesn't look that much taller.
Nah, he's taller than Bron, bro.
No, he's taller, but it just didn't look like a 4-inch difference.
Bro, I think Kevin Durant's 7 foot.
He looks like he's 7 foot.
I think they're underlisting him. They've got him at like 6'10". I don't think.
okay.
I don't buy that.
I reckon KD's taller than Davis.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much the Lakers there. Westbrook to the Jazz.
Yeah. Yeah, so
They lost Conley. Conley went to Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Pushed D'Lo and Vanderbilt to LA. I'm sure some picks went somewhere in that as well.
Yeah, I think the Lakers had to unload a first round pick.
What?
I'm pretty sure they got rid of one of them.
Even with Russ's salary?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Utah got first round pick 27.
Shit. Oh, lightly protected, I think it said. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, don't know either.
Yeah. Lightly protected pick. I don't actually hate Russ at the Jazz.
Do you reckon he'll play there?
Oh, what's the
There's a little bit of talk of a buyout for him, so he might end up playing for the Clippers. That's what I'm reading, because they don't have a point guard. They just got rid of Reggie Jackson. They got Terrence Mann starting at point guard.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so so in that situation, he would know more than us, obviously. Like if
Russell Westbrook would.
yeah. So if we're saying there might be a buyout, like would he still be he wouldn't have his shit on a truck to Utah
No,
yet?
I don't think he's looking at real estate in Utah. Based on what I've read, it's sounding like I don't know if he's definitely going to the Clippers, but it sounds like he's going to be a buyout candidate.
Right, okay.
So could end up anywhere this season.
I did see someone sent me through a screenshot of him in a Bulls jersey.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to see that.
Who's your point guard? Desumnu.
Dosunmu.
Lonzo's not playing this season.
Lonzo will never play again, probably. Dosunmu and Caruso, the god.
AC fresh.
Dude, I think he's like leading our team in assists at the moment.
That's not good for your playoff hopes.
Bro, playoff hopes?
Sorry, play in maybe.
Bro, we're trash.
Or in the Wemby sweepstakes.
No, we're not in that. We're not in that. We're looking Spurs, Houston, Detroit, yeah. But I don't know what their
Probably-
pick situation is, any of them. So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Probably Charlotte by the end of it if they've still got a first round pick.
Yeah. Trying to think of some more moves that happen.
Apart from KD.
Yeah. Well, Kyrie.
Oh, yeah,
Kyrie was the first one. So Kyrie demanded a trade 5 days before the deadline. And they shifted him probably within 24 hours, maybe 48, to Dallas. Dinwiddie's back in Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith's back in Brooklyn. They fucking balled out their first game back, which was fun. Against us, God damn it.
Yeah.
Fingered the
snag
ball.
that win.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and then Kyrie, he didn't kill, but, I mean, he had like 26 and 8 first game.
Dude, he looked good out there as well. Looks
Yeah.
like real fucking unselfish, moving the ball. Like, there was so many times throughout the game he had the ball less than a second. Like, just hockey assists.
Yeah, right, because I had him, because Cam Thomas started eating as soon as he left, I was like, oh, Kyrie for 40. Like, he's going to say, look what you're missing out on,
Yeah.
type of shit. But he didn't.
No, he's just getting wins instead.
Yeah.
Cam Thomas getting his 40 balls, but they're coming in losses.
I'm wondering what's going to happen when
Luka.
Kyrie and Luka play together.
That's what I really want to see.
They are both very, very ball dominant.
Yeah. But, yeah, as we've seen in the past, Kyrie can play with someone that's pretty ball dominant.
Who?
LeBron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not as ball dominant as Luka.
LeBron's not a dribble, 3 seconds left guy.
He's not, but he always wants to be initiating everything.
Yeah. Yeah. He also played with James Harden and nothing happened.
Yeah. I'm keen to see Luka and Kyrie, though. I feel like they can make it work. Because Luka's, the whole time he's been in the league, I mean, it's only been, 4 or 5 years, but
Yeah.
he's never had an all-star teammate, has he? We're not calling Porzingis an all-star.
No. The problem with Kyrie is it's been 5 years since he's played an uninterrupted season.
Mm.
So you could be adding a cancer to the locker room. Or not even a cancer, but just a distraction. Who knows what his next big bullshit is. And Luka is fuck. Slovenian. He's like, I feel like he's a no shit type. Like he will just in the locker room tell this cunt like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? We come here, we play basketball. This is what our job is. You out here, you talk to the media about this. What the fuck is wrong with you? That type of shit. While he's between puffs of his cigarette, you know. And yeah, I just wonder. I wonder what happens there. I do.
Won't know till we see them both on the court. So hopefully that happens at some point this week.
I like, I like it. I hope to see.
I like the gamble.
I like just the West. The West looked like absolute dog dicks, and now it just looks so stacked,
So loaded.
You got Kyrie and KD have both left Brooklyn to different teams on the West, made 2 contenders out of the West, and Brooklyn's now out of the race.
Just on that though, I actually don't mind the Brooklyn roster, apart from not having like a bona fide star.
That was not a bad trade for them.
No, neither of them were. Like, I know you're never going to match KD, but I feel like the haul they got back was pretty decent.
Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges.
No, Cam Thomas was already there.
Sorry, Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and then I think a couple of first.
Yeah. And then, Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith, who seem to play better without Luka.
And like, who did you have there already? So you had Cam Thomas,
Nick Claxton.
Still got Joe Harris.
Oh,
Curry.
TJ Warren's gone. He went with KD.
Yeah, back in Phoenix.
Yeah. Who else is on that roster? Joe Harris, who is shit now. Bro, what's happened to this? There was like, I can't remember like how far long ago it was, but there was this stretch where there was like in the league a bunch of these 3-point specialist role players. Joe Ingles can't seem to hit a 3 anymore. Joe Harris can't seem to hit a 3 anymore. PJ Tucker can't seem to hit a 3 anymore.
He takes like 2 shots a game.
Yeah, but there's a longer like Duncan Robinson.
Oh yeah, he's lost it. He got space jammed.
Yeah. He's not even one of the ones I'm thinking of. Like, George Hill. Patty Mills.
Yeah.
Just these guys that all like their thing was like, I'm gonna sit in the corner and I'm gonna, when it's my time, I'm just gonna make sure I knock this bitch down. And none of them are reliable anymore. None of them. It's fucking crazy. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, got no answers for you, man.
It's like you have to, for some reason, the catch and shoot isn't like a part of the game anymore. You have to like ISO ball and step back to be able to be a good shooter for some reason.
Clay still got it.
Has he?
See his game the other day?
No.
Fuck.
Dude, I've kiboshed him. I will not bet on his 3-point line anymore.
Shit, I think he had like over 10 threes.
Wow. Oh, I did see that. I did see
like
that.
42 or something.
I did see that. I bet the next game he went like 0 for 2.
Yeah.
He's all over the
crazy with
place.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like those 3-point specialists, man, it's almost like, do you sign them? Danny Green is one.
Yeah, he's ramping up to start playing again, I think.
Where's he? Did he just get moved?
Again?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he was in Memphis still.
He is. Yep, you're right.
So yeah, he was part of that Melton trade
Yep.
in the offseason. Memphis
has fallen off a big fat cliff.
Nah, they're good in the West, bro. What are you talking about?
Dude, their record. What is their record? Where are they in the West right now? Every time I look at their scores, they're getting beat. So.
Oh fuck! Second.
Oh, they're second.
34 and 21. I was looking towards like the bottom, thinking they'd be there because I thought they'd been playing pretty average too. But
I thought every time I look, they've got a loss happening. Oh well, maybe I'm not looking that often.
They're three 3 losses clear of Sacramento. I think they've fallen off a bit of a cliff recently. Got a few losses they shouldn't have.
Yeah, so KD
Yeah.
traded to Phoenix. They have got Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton,
Can you keep going? That is the question because I can't.
Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah, here we go.
Jay Crowder's moved.
Yeah.
Milwaukee? Did they get him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in Milwaukee now.
Who else plays for the Suns? Cam Johnson. No, not Cam. Yeah, Cam. No.
Landry Shamet.
Landry Shamet.
Torrey Craig.
Torrey Craig. That's right. Over 6 boards.
Yeah. I'm oh.
Oh, shit.
Did the arm just snap off the chair? Fuck. What just happened? Is that what happened?
I think something happened to the integrity of the chair.
Okay. All right. It's all still in one piece. Just
Yeah, this might be the last time we see it.
last pod.
Oh. Jeez. I thought I was going back. I thought, oh yeah, that's it. You can't. Holy shit.
All right, I'm looking at their roster now. So they've just picked up Darius Baisley in a trade. That was the one that went down with OKC.
I didn't even know he was still playing for OKC, bro.
You already said Ayton, Biyombo, Booker, Torrey Craig. Still got Jock Landale, Damian Lee, Saban Lee, Josh Okogie, Chris Paul, Cameron Payne, Landry Shamet, Ish Wainwright, and TJ Warren.
Not deep.
Nah, but I mean, when you got starters like that, hope that
Yeah, just play
that's
7.
enough to get you over the line.
Who do you think has the deepest? Is it Boston right now? Boston didn't make any moves, did they?
No.
Neither did the Bulls, because apparently we're fine the way we are.
Yeah, the Bulls are fine out east. Dude.
Yeah. Made no moves, lost to an undermanned Brooklyn Nets team.
Yeah, that's rough.
Dude, it's over.
Deepest team. Yeah, probably Boston.
Boston. Would we call Denver deep?
All right, so who'd they pick up? They got Thomas Bryant, as we were talking about earlier.
Yep. And they got one more, I think. There was another one. Because they got rid of Bones.
Where'd he go?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm looking at their roster now. No one's jumping at me as like a new addition, apart from Thomas Bryant.
We also had Josh Hart has gone to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yep. And Cam Reddish has gone to Portland.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck, lots of moves. I like that for Cam Reddish because I think he's got something to do in this league, and he hasn't been given the opportunity.
Yeah, he was like so highly touted coming into the league, and then just hasn't really done.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't have it, but I feel like he does, man. I feel like there's got to be something there for him.
So after all these trades, who are you thinking is going to take it all? Is it Phoenix now?
No, I'm still on Boston.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Phoenix is likely to come out of the West. I think it's hard to like based off trades say that, like, I like what Denver's doing. I love what Denver's doing. I love Jokic. But push come to shove, we've never seen them actually get out.
Yeah, that's fair. Everything's got to happen for a first time though.
Yeah. But they haven't made any major changes for that to.
There's No major changes, but they did have to deal with injuries last year. Like they didn't have Jamal Murray or Porter Jr.
Yeah.
And now Aaron Gordon's like stepped his game up.
Yeah, he was
He's
looking
playing at,
fluffy for a minute.
Borderline all-star level for part of the season anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so I like the Nuggets for continuity purposes because they haven't made any major changes. Like just their whole chemistry and everything.
Yeah.
But just like teams on paper, I think you can't discount the Clippers or like now Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What are you thinking?
I can't remember who I picked at our start of season preview, but I'm riding with the Bucks. I'm pretty sure I would have picked them.
Yeah, I think I might have had the Bucks. I think I had Bucks versus Memphis.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But now I don't have Memphis coming out. Hey, they're second. I'm surprised. I thought for some reason that they were eating dicks at the moment, but maybe they were more games ahead and they've dropped a few. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Denver now and Boston. So my picks have changed. Well, they're still the same in the spreadsheet, but looking at the way things are going at the moment, bro, I love the way Boston are looking.
Sorry, you said they won today?
Yeah, they
are looking good, and continuity of the roster.
They did win today. They beat Charlotte, so it wasn't a big win.
Not a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah. Tatum had 41 or something again. Yeah. No JB though, you said.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't play today. I reckon the game before this saw a clip of Tatum elbowing him in the face.
Oof, nothing worse.
Yeah, from your own teammate. That's rough. But
yeah. Is that all the trades that I can think of? You know,
that's probably all we can think of. There was so many when
I think Jakob Poeltl may have gone to
he's gone back to the
Portland?
Raptors.
Oh, Raptors.
So I think he got drafted there originally.
Yeah.
Traded to the Spurs, now he's gone back.
Who for, do you know?
Ken Birch. Not too familiar with his game, but
no, neither.
Yeah, Ken Birch, there you go. San Antonio, all in on the Wemby sweepstakes.
Yeah. Crazy, man. I feel like we've got to be way over an hour here.
Oh yeah, I think hour and a half sort of territory. Yeah, 1:27.
Yeah, we'd be reaching 2.5 hours if I went for Close Reviews today. So that's not happening. Might have to do a bonus episode this week. I probably owe you guys that after not recording for 2 weeks. It's hard being on the road with your partner and kid and having full blown panic attacks. So that's me. I'll try and get a bonus Clay's Review special out this week. But that's it. That's me. I've done my Fringe Perth, despite selling 45 out of 200 tickets. Financially not a good time, but the experience, I think, looking at having that major dichotomy between one of the worst gigs of my life and one of the best back to back was a huge learning experience. And being able to bounce back as well, I think shows character. You talk about it in sports all the time when people have a pretty bad loss and then come out and have like their best game of the season or whatever, like the resilience or whatever. You love it in sport, so if I can go ahead and love it in comedy, you dogs. We're going to be at Adelaide Fringe, starting on the 3rd of March. Late shows, all like 10:20, 10:30. Get on the Fringe Ticks website. Clay McMath, Ain't It Funny? Group of 6 is like, all discounts, all that good shit. Tell a friend about the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. Buy some merch, welcometopoddy.com. Buy some coffee, bunonecoffee.com. Love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. And as always, bang bang.